Hello guys and welcome back to Macadel online training. Okay, so my name is Nita, your physical and online instructor, and today I want to make the rose sleeve. All right, but my rose sleeve is with a difference. Okay, I want to combine two fabrics to make that sleeve, that you're seeing on your screen. All right, so I just wanted to try this out and I felt like sharing it with you guys. Okay, so I'm just trying it out. So I want to see how we can make this. The rose comes out with this, and this is the main fabric. I don't know how that will work, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so let's start, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so. And for those that have subscribed and brought me to this amount of people, thank you. All right, so create your sleeve, your basic sleeve, like you normally do, which is what I have done. Okay, so I did a long sleeve and I'm using I think 25. Yeah, that's what I did. So do same, it's just your normal sleeve. All right, but now I'm going to mark where my elbow will be, so you need to take that into consideration. Okay, so from here to here, so you can just take your tape, measure your elbow, your elbow length. Okay, so mine is 14. Okay, so I'm going to mark that. All right, so extend that into a straight line. You will know why, because when we are trying to adapt this pattern to our rose sleeve, then we will need to do something beyond that point. Okay, so I want to try and make this as fast as possible. So I'm done with that. So I've done my sleeve. I'll just my chair chose to keep my paper down. All right, so I now bring my whole paper. I think the length of this should be about 40 by 30. All right, so you could just get a wide paper. That's what you need. Okay, and then look at what I'm doing. You're going to fold it like you're folding to cut a flare, a 180-degree flare, not 360, guys. 180. All right, 180 is just a normal fold. Okay, so I'm taking this edge and I will fold it over just like so. Okay, have you seen? So just your normal 180. All right, so this is what I'm gonna have. Okay, so you just fold over. Have you seen that? Okay, so you're just folding over. Okay, so I'm going to flip that over because I want it to face me. Now this part is the folded part, all right, that is facing me. So I'm going to take my pattern that I had cut, and see, I'm slanting it. Now it's always good to keep this, like, it's a flare, so I'm keeping this on a flare format. Okay, just try to make sure this edge, can you see the edge of the sleeve, the top arm, that's what it's called, and the armhole fits into, push it to a point that it just fits right. Okay, I need a lot of space here where the folded part is here. I want this wide. The more wider you have here, the more folds you're going to get, rose folds. If you make this small, you're not going to really get anything. It's just be very, small, like there. Okay, so I slanted this. If you notice, I'm still slanting it. Okay, servicing. So I made it move more closer to this part and give me a lot of space this way. Okay, so once you've done that, you can pin it down, okay? Just like I'm doing. Just pin it down. I can actually use, okay, so I'll pin it down. Now remember I said you should mark where your elbow is, all right, from your shoulder to your to your elbow. Okay, now you're going to come down 3 inches from there to give it that space to breathe. That's where I call it, guys. Okay, so I marked down 3 inches. Okay, so at that point that I marked down 3 inches, I hope you're seeing that I'm going to now rule a line. Okay, so let me move this up so you can see. So have you seen that? So I'm going to extend that into a straight line. Okay, you've seen I made mine big, so I really have this big. So it all depends on how small you want the rose to be or how wide you want the rose to be. That is how you're going to expand this part. Okay, so after doing that, okay, I'm just going to draw this down so that you still see where I'm going to be cutting. Okay, so like this part of your sleeve is not going to be unfold anymore. All right, so that is what you're going to need to cut out. So here you're going to have to add your, so let's say if I were cutting it out, don't forget I'm doing a different method now. So I'm going to add my, so you are supposed to add your allowance to cut it. Do you understand? If you were going to cut it out. Okay, so if I'm going to cut it out, I'm going to cut it out, then I'll show you the design we're making. This is not what, like I said, I'm using 2 different fabrics, so I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to cut out what I have done. Now, if you're not using 2 different fabrics, you're ready. Once you cut out, you are ready, guys. You're ready. Like, you can go ahead, place it on your fabric and cut it out. See, right? I'm going to cut this part. You're following me. Okay, so now this is what you're going to have, and this is exactly what you're going to keep on your fabric and cut out. All right, but because I'm going to be having 2 different fabrics to it, okay, this part now is going to be the white part. All right, and this is going to be my sleeve part. All right, so because of that, I am not, let me just pin this down so that it doesn't come off. So because of that, I'm going to take it off and join it back together. Okay, that's just it. So like I said, if you're going to make it one fabric, you're done. Place this as it is on your main fabric and cut it and create whatever you want to create. All right, but because I want a combination of colors, okay, if I want to, I can decide that I want all this part to be white and I want here to be my Ankara fabric. I will take it off here, replace back my allowances and join it back and create what I want to create. All right, but I want the white part to just stay as part of the rose. So I am going to separate this into 2 and re-add my allowance back. So now, mind you, there's no folded part here. So I drew that line so you see what I mean. Now, I'm going to cut this into 2. I'm going to put this to show that this is going to be joined back together, okay? So when I separate it, I'm going to make sure that I add half an inch allowance here. And I'm also going to add half an inch allowance here. Because then I'm going to join this back together and I'll still show you how to do that, all right? So guys, let's go. Okay, so here too, make sure you can also try to have your mark All right, so you know that, okay, when I'm joining it, this is exactly where from here to here, it should stop here, it shouldn't pass there. That is all. And then on this other part, you're not going to have anything here. Watch that. So this is coming off. All right. So on this part, try and show yourself that, oh, this is the up part. You know, you can even write up if you choose, just so that you don't mix it up at all. Okay, so this part, I'm going to cut it on my white, and I will not forget to add my half an inch. On fold, please don't ever forget to note that this is on fold. All right, this part is on fold. And I'm going to cut this on the green fabric, and I will not forget to add my half an inch allowance here. Okay guys, so I've pinned this on the white. Okay, I'm using a white, and you can actually iron on stay if you want yours to be stiff, you know, as well. So remember I said we needed to add half an inch. I've already added here, so I don't need to add here anymore, but I need to add here since I'm joining this part back to make it a whole piece. All right. So I have added here. And I'll cut this part off too. This part I've already added my allowance. Okay, so I've pinned this here, and I'm going to add half an inch allowance, okay? Since I need to join it back to the white. So once I'm done with this, I'll just cut it all off. Okay, so it's ready. And for me, I would like to mark where, remember that just because I'm joining the two fabrics back together, so I'm trying to check for the front and the back. Okay, so that's my back. So where the fabric is meant to stop, I would like to just know it so that when I'm joining, you know, we're joining this thing back, you know, so I'm not passing the main, you know, passing it by. All right, so I'm joining this. Okay. Remember we made our notches so that it's easy for me to know where is up, where is, you know, all of that. So I'm going to join these two pieces like this back together. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the process. Okay, so I have removed the pins, and this is what I have. Okay, don't remember that I said this is on fold. Okay, so let me flip it to the back because that was the front. So I'm now going to pin it to show you. Now don't forget that you have this pointed part here. Okay, I'm going to take that pointed part. This part of it is what is going to come to one of this. Have you seen? So place it edge to edge here. Okay, you're going to sew one side first. So now remember I marked a part here. I wanted to be sure that when I'm sewing, it's stopping at that part. So I've placed it to make sure that, okay, so I know that that's what I have. Okay, So once I've pinned it, I can now, I'll keep this aside and we're going to sew. Okay, so I'm going to stitch this down at 1/2 inch. Don't forget, we had kept 1/2 inch. Okay, so that's done. Now, I'll still keep it like this. Remember that this is how it's staying. So I'll pick up this side. Know that this is meant to stay on top of this, okay? So I'll also look for where I marked, align this, and pin. Okay? So I'll pin it upwards again. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just pinning. So I'll pin it also to get to that edge. Make sure that when you're putting this side, remember I'm done. Make sure that this part you're starting comes all the way to the edge here. Start from there as well at the edge, okay? Before you start sewing down. All right, so it has to also, so when you do that, you can now start exactly where you stopped. See, where you stopped the other sewing here, that's where you're starting from. You're not crossing this up. So you can't see, you can do it from the back. So let me start from the back side so I can show you. Okay, so when you're getting to the end, why I flipped it is that when we started sewing, or when we sewed on the other side, we stopped at a point here, 1/2 inch downwards. I'm also going to stop at exactly that same point. So it has joined back together. Can you see that? All right, so that's what we're looking for. So now we have it again as one piece, just the way we had it on the pattern when we were cutting it. Just trying to keep it so that you can sit. Okay, so have you seen, we now have everything back as it is. All right, so now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to join this together. Okay, you're going to sew 1/2 inch like this all the way to the end. That is all. Sew 1/2 inch this way and all the way this way. Okay, so because there's a corner here, right, you're going to have to notch in it to release it. Okay. Make sure it doesn't touch the thread. Okay, so look at that. So I notched it to release it. And here also you can reduce this tail so it allows you push it out properly. Okay, then you're going to cut a lining for this sleeve. I'll show you, but before then, you push this out. I just want it to totally go out there. So this is what you're going to have. All right. So the next thing you're going to do, for me, you can do this before, you can do it after, is to cut a lining that is just going to cover up to, you can cut a full lining, but first of all, you're going to cut one that you're going to use to cover up this place, and then you can now line your full sleeve. All right, because there's one that has, they're going to stitch on, that will be here. So when you're done with the stitching, you can now add your full lining, and all of that. Okay, so let's quickly do that. Okay, so what I did was just to use my pattern, the slip pattern, and then cut out this in just a short lining like stuff lining. So I'm going to use that to, so all what this is going to do for me, I'm going to stitch it on to cover this part. So that's all. So you're just going to stitch all round. All right. So once you're done with this, you can now close up, you know, close up your sleeves. If you kept 1 inch, and all of that. So I'm going to neaten the sleeve now and show. All right. So so now there's the part that you really need to, be able to sort out yourself, like create a rose properly. So you need to start from here, and with love and patience. So you push it in, take another step, you know, make it nice. You take your time. Okay. So guys, don't forget, you can actually do create your rows before you put your lining. Whichever way works, for you, please. It's very important. So now I've actually threaded my needle and I want to tack this down. So it's better you do this before you join it so that it makes it easy for you, not like me. Okay, so now you're going to tack, and you can create your roses to be smaller than this. It doesn't have to be this massive. I'm not just patient enough, but please, like I said, it's with love and patience. So you're going to tack all the middle points like that and hold it down. Just tack them and hold down. If you want to do to the sides and hold down, you can go ahead and do that. So I'm going to do all that now and then come back and show you. Okay guys, so this is why I said it's better you do it before all of this. So you can do it when it's laying flat before you now join. So that it makes it easy, for you. So once you're done with that, it's going to stay um, put for you, okay? So that's what we have. I'll put it on the mannequin or on my sleeves to show you. Okay, so I'm done. I don't have a mannequin to show you this way, but you see, because you've stitched it down, so no matter how much you lift it, it does not scatter. It stays just as it is. All right. So like I said earlier, you can stitch it before you join it together. Okay. So you can see that. Oh my god, I'm loving it. It's giving. Don't mind me, guys. So, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so. And for those that have subscribed, thank you so much. Thank you for bringing me to this extent. I'm so grateful, to you. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so. Do so. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. Hit that subscribe button. Is free. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. And please share my videos, like the videos so it can actually get shown to others, share the videos to other people, and all of that. All right. And if you have any questions, please leave it for me in the comment section down below, and when I come online, I will respond. I go above and beyond for my students. If you don't understand, you don't need to drop a negative comment. I mean, just tell me, I didn't get this part, explain to me. If others want to come here and comment, they'll tell you I go extremes. Like, come into my WhatsApp, send me a message. I will explain to you personally where you don't understand. I don't know it all, but the little knowledge I have, I'm always ready to share, as long as I know it. Except I don't, I'll let you know, oh, I can't do this. You can check some other person's page. But guys, we're here to help each other, and I'm always here to assist. All right, so let's look at the sleeves again. So like I said earlier, please, you can actually tack down. What I did at the last, do it before you join it. Do you get? Don't join it before you do it. I just love the fact that I love the combination, guys. I love the combination. It's so nice, so nice. So do yours and let me know. Um, and let me know if you like this or you still prefer the plain one, or you would love this. I love this. I think I prefer the combination. It's so giving, guys. It's so giving. All right. So my name is Nina. I'm your physical and online instructor. This is a Macadel online classes. And I just felt I should share this with you. And I'll bring other short videos like this. All right. So I'm signing out, and I'll be seeing you in my next class. Bye.